Yes, yes. Happy New Year's, my ninjas. New Year's Eve is a sacred time of year for artists, hustlers, and entrepreneurs of all kinds. Properly understood, this holiday is not merely debauchery, it presents a yearly opportunity to engage in one of the most rewarding possible activities: lifestyle design. The question is, how will you remix your life in 2019? So if you've ever made a New Year's resolution and failed, welcome to the club. You're a human being. Congratulations. Nobody keeps every resolution they've ever made. There's definitely an art to it, but there is also a science that can help you get better at keeping your New Year's resolutions. Dr. Gail Matthews at Dominican University in California did a large study that used 3 specific tricks to more than double the goal success rate. They are: number 1, turning loosely defined goals into an action plan and committing to it. Number 2, creating some accountability with a third party. And number 3, scheduled updates on your progress to the person that you're accountable to. This research has been a part of what I teach since the beginning, since the very first IL methodology. And I've designed the entire producer dojo structure with it in mind. Every ninja at the dojo creates an action plan, some third-party accountability, and a schedule for one-on-one sensei training. All right, so another piece of science you should know about is loss aversion. What? Well, loss aversion states that for some reason, adults will irrationally work harder to avoid loss than to seek equivalent gain. In other words, humans don't really give a shit unless we have some skin in the game. So whether it's losing money on a bet with your friends or simply losing face, you are going to work harder depending on how much you actually invest in your goal. The more you have invested in your goal, the harder you will work to avoid losing out on your investment. So my advice to you, try betting on yourself this year. Put that action plan into writing and make a bet with your friends. Or, better yet, invest in a year of training with me at Producer Dojo. If you take advantage of our Remix Your Life New Year's special, I will personally call you on the phone and help you create and commit to the perfect action plan. Your action plan will then be logged in our database, and the whole dojo will work together to make sure that your 2019 goals are met. You will also get the very first batch of Producer Dojo swag when it goes out. Very, very exciting stuff. So whether you join the dojo or not, I hope that this little bit of science will help you to make and keep better New Year's resolutions. I'm really, really excited for my own personal resolutions. It's going to be fantastic. Much love. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the dojo. Peace.
What up, ninjas, future ninjas? I'm Sensei Mitch Brady, and I'm here today to tell you about how the dojo changed my life. Starting off as a complete noob, I was frustrated. I was making projects that ended in loops. I was putting together ideas that just didn't fit together, and all in all, pretty upset with my music. After finding the dojo, my ideas, my productivity, my speed, and the joy for just making music in general just exploded, and I found a community that I'm proud to call home. With the use of the stuff inside the dojo, the timers, the one-on-one guidance, the catalogs of resources that are almost infinite, I started making music that makes me happy, that I'm proud to release. So with that, I hope to see you guys in the dojo, remixing your life for 2019.
Hey, my name is Connor. I want to tell you a little bit about my experience with the class of 808. A lot of people ask me if the class has helped me to finish better music, get more fans, more shows, stuff like that. In all honesty, I mean, it really has, but the true value that I've found in the class, in the one-on-one lessons and the content that Dylan puts out, it's in my own creative satisfaction. I can't even begin to describe the feeling of being able to express yourself creatively without limits, and actually be able to finish your music and then be proud of the music that you've made. It really is something special. And I look at the life of a music producer it's a journey. There's no end to it. And I just think that, having a guide with you along the way, is really helpful. It really is. So if you are serious about your creative satisfaction and your ability to express yourself without limits, you should take a serious look at the class of 808. Peace.
What's up, everyone? Rip Kenny here. Just kind of wanted to take a second to shout out the dojo a little bit, reflect on the past year. So yeah, over the past year, I had the opportunity to curate a mixtape, to release an EP through the dojo. I heard my music at the Village stage at Shambhala Music Festival. That was a pretty big fucking moment for me. And yeah, it's all really thanks to the dojo. Like, it just feels so good to have such a supportive community of people to learn and grow as an artist with. It's not just tutorials, like people spouting words at you over the internet. It's like real people that you get to bounce ideas off of, ask for track feedback, have one-on-one lessons with. There's just no other place that you can get all the tools that you need to succeed as an artist in one place. And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to shout out everyone in the dojo. You guys are fucking awesome. I love doing this with y'all. And if you're not a part of the dojo yet, New Year's coming up, pretty good time to hop in. So, yeah, that's really it. I just kind of wanted to shout out everyone and make sure you guys knew how much I love and appreciate you and all the support. And I hope everyone has a great 2019. Peace.
So my experience with the Producer Dojo has just been this really accelerated transformation from sort of not completing what I wanted to complete or understanding even just the basics around Ableton and how to navigate through my new DAW to a point of being able to finish what I wanted to finish, just feeling so good about the music that I'm making and having a better direction, understanding organization, and having a resource that actually continues to give back during the process as you move along. And it really is pretty fulfilling to feel like I've got so much experience on Ableton now, and I've getting to that point where my release is going to be on the dojo. It's just, been a real great investment in myself, and I'm so glad that I jumped for it because it just continues to pay back. Thanks, dojo.
Yo, what's up? Scoops here, chilling with my Funko, another homie from the dojo, class of 808 member in Chicago, in the lab of Moonsplatta, actually, another dojo member. So before we joined the dojo, we 6 years of just going across YouTube trying to self-teach ourselves production and mixing and just arrangement, stuff like that. It took me from base level to there, and joining the dojo within a year just took me from there just way up to making music that you could feel, that I feel proud of, and that I know that I was taught how to bring out my own inner artist. It wasn't like make music this way. It was like I came to the table with skills, and Dylan and the other mentors helped me become a better version of myself. And I get to make music that I'm legitimately proud of all the time, and I feel that on a daily basis now.
Yeah, after joining the dojo, I got accepted into That's Dope, the first label that, brought me in, and, eventually opened for Ill Gates. And, the amount of progression I've made in the past year has blown away the 8 years that I had before that, just teaching myself and making all those bullshit little tracks. I can't even imagine where I would be without the dojo right now.
Yeah, and I mean, we're two people, and you can ask anybody else that's a part of the dojo. Yeah. They're gonna tell you the same thing. We're not even exaggerating this. It's seriously life-changing
in music
as an
and
artist.
In life.
As an artist, it's the best.
Yeah.
So be a part of it.
Try it out. At least try it.
Yeah, at least give it a little shot. And you will like what we have to offer.
Yeah.
Hey, Spiderhound here, and I just wanted to share the story of my transformation with you after getting involved with the class of 808. So, I mean, I went from not being able to finish a track, just producing 16 bar loops and really frustrated and stuck and not knowing how to get out of that. After joining the class of 808, Dylan taught me the workflow. I sped up my process by doing all these EDM cookbook timer exercises, and now I'm finishing songs at a staggering clip. In addition, I also released my EP on the Producer Dojo label, which was a huge learning process for me. It was kind of like my my PhD in music production. I learned so much over that time. And after releasing my EP, I became a mentor for the dojo, and that took my learning exponential because now I have to articulate these things to other people. And when you have to teach somebody else about something, it really solidifies your knowledge on the topic. In addition, I've also become the head of A&R for the Producer Dojo label. So I'm learning tons in that role as well. And, how this transformation felt amazing. I mean, I went from being stuck, not being able to finish songs, to now being able to generate an income, which has been my goal since I was 14 years old, but I haven't been able to realize that goal until I met Dylan and got involved in the class of 808. So if you're on the fence about it, I would say don't hesitate. You have to jump in and just get to work because the transformation is staggering. I feel amazing to be on the other side of all these goals that I had for myself, but now I'm achieving these goals. And it's so great to be able to do that in an awesome community of producers who are like-minded. They're really cool, incredibly respectful, friendly. I've formed great relationships along the way. And I can't say enough great things about the class of 808. So Dylan, thank you for being you and for sharing your wisdom and love and your lifetime's work with us so that we can become the best producers that we can be. Lots of love. Peace.
Hello, beautiful people. It's Nicola. You might know me as Tesco. I'm in the studio right now, just about to go to bed. I wrapped up a session with the boy Rip Kenny, made some amazing music together. And before I go to bed, I just quickly want to talk about the difference the dojo's made in my life and why it helped me so much. When I first got in touch with Dylan back in the day, a few years back, I was working a very unfulfilling factory job, just making car parts for 40 hours a week, sometimes more. And it wasn't until I heard the L methodology that was like the first time in my life somebody actually told me I could do music as a career path and as a fulfilling life choice. And since then, what's really helped me over these last few years bring my artistry to the next level hasn't been all the technical things like tweaking synths and learning how to EQ better and this type of stuff. It was really the mindset shift that methodology and everything that Alan teaches instilled in me. And ever since then I've learned what it really takes to be an artist and the level of work you have to put into it and the standards you need to hold yourself to. Met some amazing friends along the way. Everybody at the dojo is super, super amazing. I owe them so much, and we've learned so much from each other, become really amazing friends even outside of music. So it's been a ride, that's for sure. It's been a hell of a ride. It's been even better with the dojo. I'm not sure that I would be as optimistic or just produce as well as I do now without it. So yeah, really grateful for everybody there. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you everybody at the Producer Dojo. If you're considering joining or if you're in the Producer Dojo and we haven't talked yet, would love to get in touch at I am Tesco at all socials. Say hi. I would love to see what you're up to and see who you are as a person. All right, I'm off to bed. Much love to you all. Peace.
Hi, everybody. I'm Trap Jesus. Before I found the class of 808, I'd been producing hip hop for a long time, but what really inspired me were the producer DJs that I saw at festivals. I thought, that's what I really need to be doing. So I decided to learn how that type of music was made. But after hundreds of hours on YouTube, I still felt lost. There were a lot of really specific information out there, but very little of it was connected, and I didn't have a roadmap. Late one night about a year ago, I couldn't sleep. I jumped on Facebook at about 4 a.m. and I see an ad for Ill Gates' Breakthrough Workshop. I had this feeling like, this is what I'm awake to see. During the webinar, I took so many notes, had all these aha moments, and was exposed to a brand new philosophy and mind state of how to build a song and why. I wanted more, so when the opportunity to join the class of 808 was brought up, I jumped on it. I knew that I had come to the right place. In all of 2017, I didn't release a single finished track, but I signed up for the class of 808 at the beginning of 2018, and I made it my New Year's resolution to commit to the dojo training and be the best ninja I could be. Now, looking back on my first year here, the transformation is incredible. I finished better tracks in half the time. I've reorganized my workflow and my sound library. I've released tracks on 7 Producer Dojo mixtapes so far, and I have songs submitted to some opportunities that I don't even think I can talk about on this video. I'm so glad I'm in the class of 808, so glad I joined, and there's really no better time to join than now. It's 2019. Are you ready to remix your life?
What's up, everybody? My name is Casey, and I produce under the name Trick'em. I've been a dojo member since April of 2018, and before joining, I faced the common problem of not being able to finish my tracks that I would start. Or if I did finish them, they wouldn't really be anything too special, and they would take forever to finish. Joining the dojo and learning some of Ilgate's techniques has helped me kind of break that wall down, and I am now able to finish the majority of tracks that I start today. I was able to get a couple label releases this year, which felt really great because before I would be super self-conscious about the songs that I finished because, like I said earlier, they were pretty mediocre. And yeah, to anyone who's thinking about joining, if you're serious about actually putting the work in and learning the stuff, I think you would be surprised yourself as far as where you can take your music. So, that being said, take it easy, everybody.
Hey everybody, my name is Vaden, and I am making this video because I wanted to thank Dylan Ilgates for the class of 808. I first heard about Ilgates at one of my first electronic shows called Bobolink, where I was introduced to electronic music and haven't looked back since. I found Ilgates and Vibe Squad and guys like Mondrelian just really blew my mind at the style of electronic music that they were doing. It wasn't like house. So a few years later from that event, I ended up starting making music on my own as well. And you know, it was a long and grueling process. I've been doing it for about 6 years now. One of the best tools that I had to start actually enjoying the process was watching the Ill Methodology by Ilgates. I had heard that at missions, I think somebody in the crowd was saying that Ilgates had invented Ableton, so I started scrounging around for his videos, found the Ill Methodology, and what was interesting about the Ill Methodology is that I was able to start finishing tracks, and this whole process became fun. But when I was listening to my music compared to other artists that I really liked, I just found that my sound was missing something. So through just watching tutorials, I kept getting better, and then I found out last year that Dylan had the class of 808, and I signed up immediately. Right away, my music got way better. Between the feedback, just the unlimited track feedback, the teachers are able to give you past weekly downloads that might be good for you to study. So there's that, you can get that. And then also just the one-on-one tutorials with all the teachers. I've just learned so much. I've progressed so fast. I'm so thankful that I had this opportunity to be able to take this program. So I highly recommend anybody who was on the fence to actually get signed up right now. You shouldn't be waiting for anything. Don't be, making excuse that, whatever, you're waiting for this plugin or you want to learn Ableton a little bit more, man. They'll get you plugged in right away. The weekly downloads, Dylan is a genius, technical genius at this stuff. So just watching his videos and showing you around the programs is just invaluable to have somebody who's making the music that I like to hear and knows how to make electronic music and has the ear for this, and to be getting lessons straight from people like that. It's incredible. So sign up right away. I've also got this track that I'm working on so you guys can hear it, what I've been doing. So just made this the past couple days. Hope you like it. It's called Fresh. All right, that's all you get, though. All right, have an awesome day, my ninjas. Peace.
Hi, I'm Vanes, and when I think about what I got out of the class of 808 membership, I think that over the past year, I have gained a sense of self-worth that I have not felt in a very, very long time. I've been producing for like a decade now, and I've always thought my songs are trash. I started out super just like not knowing what I was doing at all, and I was like a lost puppy in like the woods, basically. And I never really felt like I was any good at what I was doing. I felt like I was just doing it for no reason at all. And I didn't really feel good about it until I just heard Ill Gates play my song live in the club last Friday. And I was in the crowd, and I told everybody, yo, everybody showed up, this is my song, this is my song. And of course, like everybody was like, who is this guy? Why is he saying this? But it was like the greatest feeling in the world. I can't even tell you how much joy I felt doing that. And when somebody at the end of the concert told me like, hey, I can't believe he played your song, and I was gonna say I can't believe it either, but then I said, no, I deserve this. I worked for this. And the dojo has helped me get there. So when you ask me, is it a good idea to invest money in the class of 808? I say, hell yeah, it is a good idea. If you want your song played in the club while you're in the crowd, you gotta invest. You gotta work for it. That's the only way it's gonna get done.